Christina Winters, free balloons. So hats, attachments, specialty balloons. There's a lot to balloons. I do have some Mylars, but they're naughty, so I'm not going to bring those out today. But those are the metal ones. If you want like letters or numbers or something like that, it really is better to just go to the dollar store and get the Mylar. So how old am I? I remember when the Mylar balloons first came out. Like, they were brand new. They came in like football shape, and there was no printing on them. It was like an exciting thing. And our balloon stand was one of the very few places that you could get them. They definitely weren't at the dollar store. So that's how old I am. But Mylar balloons are also getting banned because they will short out electrical wiring. They're conduits. So as much as they were fantastic and new, they're also kind of, bad for the environment and electricity and all that stuff, starting fires, So enjoy them while you can. So I'm going to cover some of the basics. I carry several different types of balloons with me. The 260 or the twisting balloon is the most common. That's what you make stuff out of. My Mary Poppins box, right? You can make anything out of there. So I'm going to go over one of the biggest basics. This is just a 5-inch round. No big deal. It's your regular balloon. If you're going to get cheap water balloons, this is it. Although nowadays they have those reusable water bubbles things. Those are great. Okay, so you can get these almost anywhere. They're not the same ones that I use. I order mine special. One is the length. I don't like the really long ones. The other is the security. These actually fasten really good. I can feel it click in. It doesn't make like a real click, but it's more solid. Sometimes I still tape them, especially on a windy day, but the ones I order are a little bit more solid than the ones you'll find at Party City or Walmart or anything like that. Okay, so see these little things here? So how you attach this is you take your thing, you run it, so put the balloon towards the cup part, run it through one, bring it around, run it through another, just like that, and then take your last one and run it through the third one. There's almost always 3 spaces, and then that gives you a good attachment right there. You take your stick and put it right like that, and you've got your little stick balloon. Now if you want to add something else, it has to have a holding kind of space. So sometimes I can wrap like a turtle or a ladybug around these, but for the most part I'm going to look for some kind of cupping to be able to add it together. So, and then I'm going to lock it up. So if you want to add cute to your cute, that's a good way to do it. Okay, so we've got that. So when we're dealing with attachments, if you're attaching one kind of balloon to another balloon, you need a base. I did a video about that pinch twist. That's actually going to be your best friend if you're going to attach 2 balloons together. There's a lot of balloons on YouTube that tell you to use lots of different balloons, and some you tie together, some you don't. There's different ways of doing it. So in this case, I'm going to make an alien, and there's so many different kinds of aliens. But I'm going to do just a little bubble here. I'm going to put it together. I like a 4 base. So like my princess wands or my other, wand type things. I like a 4 because then it gives me a lift. So I've just made the 1 bubble. I just spun that around. I'm going to do a pinch twist. And then I'm going to do 2 more pinch twists. Now, again, there's so many different body types for aliens. So you don't have to use this one. You can YouTube a lot of them. I do this one because it's fast, mostly. That's like 100% why I do this one. Oh, I do. Uh-oh. No. Balloons pop. So I'm going to do another little pinch twist here. I'm just going to push this free. And come all the way to the end here. Bring it back up. And I'm just going to spin these 2 together right here. Now the alien Spider-Man heads, I've told, are about to be extinct. Like, you won't be able to find them very easy. But the alien heads, you can get them in all sorts of different colors. I know when I did the Alien Fest this year in McMinnville, it did not occur to me that kids don't care if it matches or not. So I ordered like a whole bunch of green balloons and then did the Alien Fest, and they were picking bodies that were like purple and pink and orange and green. I mean, not green. And I was like, oh man. Okay, so I've got my alien head, and if you want the face on it, you can kind of order that specialty. Why not? And I'm going to take my little pinch twist cycle here, and I'm just going to spin it around, and it doesn't matter how or why. Like, you just keep wrapping and keep wrapping, and then I'm going to straighten out my little head here. And that's it. And just attach the one to the other, just like that. And again, I do like the 4 bubbles because it gives me like a whole back base, but there's some stuff that you do with 3, so that's just fine too. Another custom balloon that I carry, that I go through, is the soccers or volleyball. Now, one thing about these is they're printed when they're small like this, so when you blow it up, it's actually not as cool looking. So maybe, and I know with some of the other faces or some of the other stuff, I bought rabbits, like little rabbit heads for Easter, and as it turns out, they're really stupid looking and torquey once you put air in them. But so in this case, not as much air. The more air you put in it, the less soccer ball-y it looks. So you kind of want to keep that low. Again, you know, you just end up with more white and less little black spots is all. I'm going to end up popping this, so I'm just going to air out. My alien is walking away. Flying away right now. It's a little windy. Okay, hats. I hate hats. I am not going to lie to you about that. And I'll tell you what, there's a really good reason for that. People don't wear them. I've been working carnivals, fairs, circuses, large gatherings, Saturday markets, swap meets for a long time, and they want a hat, they want a hat, they want a hat. They get the hat, they're excited about the hat. 3 minutes later, they take it off. It's static electricity, it makes squeaking noises, it's awkward, and then I really, 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 really hate doing that for children. Like, you know, their little eardrums aren't completely developed, and I know I've had parents argue with me about, you know, it's okay, and I'm like, no, I'm not making it. You can find another balloon person that's going to make you a hat for your small child, but I'm not going to do it. Hundreds of different ways of doing these. They're just, it's just basic. I just grabbed a couple colors. I'm going to put almost all the air in it. No big deal. There's so many different. I know the crowns and the tiaras take a lot of balloons and a long time, and I already know they're not going to wear it. It's going to be popped in just a few minutes. So, and you know, I don't have to. So here's that. Okay, 2 different balloons. This is just the simple party hat, I guess you call it. I'm going to tie these 2 together like this. And I told you in the basics, always overload your balloons. Don't put more balloon on the pump than you need. Okay? Measure your head. Then you bring it back. Oops, I did not. I just did this for the base, like that. I'm going to spin these together like this. Uh-oh, I lost it. You could do it that way too. That could be a hat right there. Fun. And together here. And I'm going to spin these back together again. That. That. You can tie these up. You can split those. If you've left enough air, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't fill it all the way up. You can tie those together as well. You can do whatever you want to it. That's a basic hat. So I'm going to, let's see if I can untie this. There's balloons. Yes, I can be able to. So I do different. I can use. This is my traditional puppy. And we'll do blue. Okay, so a lot of times, so those are, you know, just party hat, just something to put on your head. So if I am doing a hat for somebody, generally speaking, it's going to be a male his hair's messed up already. If his hair is nice, I usually tell him he's not going to do that. I will not knot this yet. Measure the head. I'm going to spin this, and then I'm going to actually make my knot here. Very extra air. But I will sometimes leave this attached for a while in case I'm tying something to it. And puppy on this one. And you could do this, you know, with a teddy bear, with a cat, with pretty much anything. Of course, the turtle you can always wrap on anything. And you could definitely attach these. Do you see that bear? Still there. Okay. I'll show you a couple of ways. Okay, so to do like a puppy hat, and I did a lot of these in Vegas. Okay, maybe I'll do hats for grown people too. Because whatever you make them is in class. Okay, now I've got my head and my neck. I've only done one of my legs. I'm going to find my back side here. And then I'm going to kind of find the other side here. So there's my back, here's my front. I'm going to take that foot and wrap it, and then I'm going to size the other one. And then I'm just going to put this balloon together on top of this balloon. So in this case, I'm giving it a couple spins. And if you did this right, you can slide. That one is kind of centered. And then my body. And then same thing, my other foot. I'm going to take it around. Add my tail right here. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. I can't just spin this like that. I have to actually take my tail and run it through the body, like there. I don't know. Again, not good at videos. Oops, I got this one. Let's see if I can do it this way. Okay. So like I've got my one foot, I've got my other foot here. This is the leftover tail. But instead of just like spinning it together, because that's not going to happen, I'm going to have to take this and I'm going to run it under his body here. Uh-oh, lost my head. And it is very true that once you've blown up the air and then you've undone it, it makes the balloon weird. Okay. There we go. Now we've got a puppy on a hat. Oh, you can't really see that, can you? I need a new computer. Right now, yeah. There we go. Sorry, my camera sucks. But that's one way of doing it. Another balloon pop sounds. Is you can take your animal, critter, and you can take this attachment side. Remember, I told you we were going to leave that for a second? And you can wrap that through the creases of your other animal. You can take it all the way down through its legs, you can not, however, and just wrap it around there. And then again, you've got an animal hat. One day I'll get somebody to do my videos for me. Wrong way. There we go. Oh, hopefully I'll redo this video when I have a friend with me. Wrong way again. Oh, you get the gist. Like that. And you just adjust it however you want. It just needs to be tied up better. You can see that. Okay. Again, I'm just going to wrap it around his neck really good. I'm going to wrap it better. That's the back. There. Is that better? Oh, you get the gist. I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. There he is. So you can do hats any way you want. There is no rhyme or reason. There's a lot of different videos on a lot of different hats. It's basically just, you can either do a loop and tie something you want to it, or just do the loop. You can add lots of different other things. Basically, that's it. Tie a balloon to a balloon. stick it on your head. The parakeet on the perch, I put that up on my display, and a lot of people use that as a hat. They just, they see the circle, it fits the kid's head, they stick it on the kid's head. I won't put it on the kid's head, but they do. So the other thing you're going to want to know, like the crowns and the pinch twist is really important. You're going to use a lot of stuff that's going to go with pinch twist. But one of the things that makes it a really cool, especially you're going to use a lot for hats. Okay, so all I did, I just put a bubble here, the leftover here, I burped it and I do squeeze it. I'm sorry, I didn't repeat myself. But again, extra there, push it forward, check the flexibility, squeeze it. So here's your pinch twist, your common, okay, pinch twist is putting this and this together. Oops, and then spinning it. So you can see what that does is it gives you a different direction. So this is why this is really commonly used on tiaras and crowns and stuff like that. Again, I just did pinch twist. That's all. So if you want it to change direction and you want it to have like some structure, you're going to add a pinch twist. Otherwise it doesn't necessarily do that. So curves, rounds, you want it to bend. On the kitty cat I showed you to kind of squeeze it. On the elephant I showed you to pinch its nose. But for the most part, if you just give it, some good, then it'll bend. People always ask me, not always, but frequently I've gotten the request for a banana or a seed. Bananas and seeds you can do, depending on the size of it. That's all. You just bend it. If you want a sharp cut on it, oops, I don't have enough left in the thing. So, and you can see how that got fatter right through there. So that's another reason I use it for the elephant. It gives me a fatter thing. And yeah, when I work, my hair is always wet and up. The static electricity in my life is extreme. Okay, so I think that's all the videos for right now. If I can get a new computer and get a new camera or get a friend a video or something like that, then maybe I'll do some more. But those are the ones I think I get asked about the most. And if you can run into me, I'd be happy to do one-on-one lessons. If you have a place that you would like lessons to be had, let's say you have a book club or some kind of group or a bachelor party, bachelorette party, I can do some pretty naughty stuff. Done a couple years in Vegas. Or just a birthday party, you want me to come do lessons? I'd be happy to do all of this. So, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching these. And any questions, you can reach out on the website or you can reach